ODM MPs are planning to impeach William Samoei Ruto. They are planning to oust him out of the presidency. Inside today's talk also, get to know why Ruto's preference Kindiki is not a popular candidate in Mount Kenya. That's the reason even as to why during his inauguration, the divide and rule tactic that Ruto applies isn't even working for the UDA party that he is the torch bearer, since the governors from the central region never attended the inauguration. Also, get to know why the former president, late Mwai Kibaki, never allowed William Samoei Ruto in his quote-unquote serious meetings, and just as Uhuru Kenyatta did warn Kenyans about William Samoei Ruto, it is the same thing that happened with Mwai Kibaki when Moi really warned Mwai Kibaki jichunge na huyu kijana. So first and foremost, let us get to learn how Moi did warn Mwai Kibaki about William Samoei Ruto. This is a snippet that I got from Lynn Ngugi show when she was interviewing Jeremiah Joy. Let us have a catch and a glimpse on it.
When we were with Kibaki, myself, Derito Muriithi, George Nyamweya, and Abd Kadir. Abd Kadir, who said you never want to be called a Mheshimiwa anymore in life.
Good.
Because what took him to parliament, he again discovered this is not possible for him. And he said, I will never run again, and I don't want you to call me Mheshimiwa. You can call him one day and interview him. Very interesting. Young, now an old man. We would go to Kibaki, the four of us, and ask Kibaki, mzee, uchaguzi ni mwisho wa mwaka. Where are we? Who is it that we rally behind? And Kibaki would say, no. Hao wenyewe hawa watatoa mtu mmoja wao. So what was Kibaki doing? He would organize meetings, a block meeting without knowing. So you find yourself in a meeting, you are with Saitoti, you are with Uhuru, you are with Kalonzo, with Musalia. The only person he never allowed to come into that meeting was William. And said here, he may not have said in clear words, but he never allowed him to come there. Moi was even clearer. He said, kijana mchunga sana. So these people, and he was saying among you, tafuteni mmoja wenyu ataweza sukuma hii kitu mbele. The same thing with Uhuru. He would look at his cabinet, he would look at everybody else, and he had, I can tell you again, because I sat in one or two meetings where Matiang'i, he may not have been sent by Uhuru, but I know we were trying to get Matiang'i to get his feet moving in that direction. But we will go leave a retreat, go to a place, Matiang'i will do one meeting in Kisii, then I think he doesn't see people jumping nicely, he disappears.
Now, most of us, if not all, know about Chege Majuiza. Listen to him as he now says that the divide and rule tactic out of the 48 laws of power that Ruto is planning or Ruto is trying to execute is not working even for his party UDA, since even during the inauguration of Kithure Kindiki as the deputy president, most or all the governors from central Kenya and all the people who matters, the key figures in central Kenya, never attended that inauguration, and what message it was passing. Let us listen in as to Chege Majuiza says this.
And so that you can understand this divide and rule that Ruto is doing, because in his entire life, he has been doing divide and rule so that he can try and sustain narratives and sustain himself in a seat.
I see.
The reason I'm saying that, during this voice he has brought to Mount Kenya now to talk about this government development, we missed key figures. We missed Anne Waiguru. He didn't even send a congratulation. He's a very senior person there in that region. We missed Irungu Kang'ata. He never sent even congratulation. In fact, the former central region, the Mount Kenya, former central, that Mount Kenya West, none of the governor attended. Not even one. It should tell you that people are now coming to realize and they can see the divide and rule that Ruto is doing. Because prior to Kindiki being appointed, nominated by the president, all these governors, the president had told them, these senior people in Mount Kenya, had told them, ni wewe, To a point, the Murang'a governor, Irungu Kang'ata, had been told even to resign, that he is the next deputy president. So there's no need of him continuing being the governor. Go and resign. Because Anne Waiguru was told the same. In fact, there were 7 names, the people who are told the same thing. But then they realized all along, Ruto has been playing Pinky Ponky. You remember that famous Pinky Ponky games? Pinky Ponky games with them. Now we want to see this voice that he's bringing that cannot even be supported by the senior political figures in UDA in Mount Kenya region. We want to see how he will entrench himself as the people. Number 2, yesterday I was watching an interview of one of the sister stations where we had Professor Munene. He's a historian from one of the universities. We had Advocate Mwangi, who has been Raila's lawyer and a senior advisor for Raila for a long time. And a question was posed to them, and they were asked, these are historians, of course they don't go to any side, they are not in DUA, they are not in Gachagua side. And they were asked, a question was posed to them, and they were asked, do you think Kindiki has what it takes to unite Mount Kenya region? In fact, they said in unison that he will not, he will never. Because even the message that was sent by the Mount Kenya leaders in inauguration, it was loud and clear that Ruto, you will not appoint leaders for people of Mount Kenya region. It was not about a voice. The government has people who talk about their development. It is not the function of the deputy president to come and tell Kenyans what they are doing. The government has delivery unit office that usually tell Kenyans this is what you have been doing. The government has majority leader in parliament, Kimani Ichung'wah, who should be telling Kenyans what they have been doing. They have the majority in Senate. Where is Gachagua coming as the voice of what the government has been doing?
Rumor also has it that ODM is planning to ousted William Samoei Ruto out of a presidency. What does this show? Is Raila Odinga really interested in AUC? Could we see Raila Amolo Odinga withdrawing from the AUC race? Well, remember yesterday in this video, I did say that William Ruto should pray so hard that Raila gets that seat, even as there is a stiff competition from Mohamud Yusuf. Anyway, why are we bringing this? And is Raila in Ruto's pocket really going to help Ruto win the elections? Let us view this one. Most of the time, out of all the votes in Nyanza region, Raila always gets 68% of the votes. The rest of the people who are registered voters never vote. Let us go to Western Kenya, Kakamega, Busia, and all that. Out of the total registered voters, the percentage that vote is 62%, which combined does not even reach the votes that Mount Kenya gives Ruto. Remember, he garnered 47% of his total votes came from Mount Kenya. So, by choosing Kindiki, is it a miss or a plus for him? Better, you know the response. What's your take on all these? Go to the comment section and give your thought. If you're watching from our Facebook page, kindly follow our Facebook page for regular updates. If you're watching from our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button. So anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you are the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the Unscripted Talks here in DURB Radio. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DURB Radio ndio mpango